Good afternoon, everyone. So here I am Siri Chandana. Here is my topic, water scarcity and management in arid regions. So first, what is water scarcity? So when demand of the water is not satisfied in everywhere in the environment and in all the sectors, then we call it as water scarcity. Water scarcity is more in arid regions. Why? Because arid regions usually have low precipitation and very low rainfall, because arid regions also the rains also are very less in arid regions. So first, what happens if there is a water scarcity? So what happens? So first thing, there will be a chances of desertification. Then, or if there is a desertification, there is a chance of loss of biodiversity. All the animals, plants, and whatever the living beings are will not be able to survive. So next thing is, we have no water, no sanitation, and we get more health problems like cholera, very dangerous diseases, and it can be spread through many areas. So, and next thing, we'll be having food insecurities. If the water is not sufficient, there will be irregular irrigations, and agriculture will go down. And if the agriculture go down, there will be shortage of food, and it may be causes of famines also sometimes. So decline of agriculture, and the people in that area will be forced to go to another city, and then that region will be overpopulated. And if the overpopulated regions occurs, and there will be so limit of resources, and they has to face more problems in the overpopulated societies. So we can also see economical problems, like we have more prices of water scarcity. Water scarcity occurs, we have like water rate goes very higher, and where marginalized poor people cannot afford water for drinking, and we get many water conflicts between both nations, and many tensions will be erased on the both states and even in the both nations. So what we have to do for water conservation of water in the arid regions, especially because people face many problems in arid regions. They migrate and they don't find jobs. They again, it is very hectic for them to be in another city, and migration also occurs. So first, we need to conserve water by many measures: rainwater conservation and efficient water irrigation systems like drip irrigation system and all. And we have to, definitely we need to recycle water, and groundwater recharge we must have to do. In this case, I have a case study where in the Rajasthan, this is a land, and people dig pits across this. So whenever the rain falls, the ground will be recharged, and next year they can use efficiently. This is implemented in the Africa also, but in a large scale. We are doing in very low model between the areas of agriculture. By this, small grass is also taking place, and we can take animals for the food. So this has more advantage. And if it comes to groundwater recharge, we have another system also, where imagine here we have a pond, and let us take our airport as another city, like another village, and they have a pond. If the pond is overflowed by the water, then they will connect streams to this pond, where overflowed water will come to this pond, and these people have more water, where this can be done for the sustainable use of resources. So then we have crop rotation things. We need to do crop rotation because water is very essential for us, and crops also need sufficient irrigation systems. For this, we need to see which crop where and when it should be placed or planted, so that we can use water sufficiently. So we have to keep some regulations for overusing of water, and we need to keep some stringent laws for overusing and polluting. and maybe these stringent laws help the people, and people should be also very aware of water misuse things, because we waste water so much, pollute water so much. Industries, especially the waste of the industries goes into the water, and that water will not be helpful for any of those things. So we need to make awareness campaigns, and we can also use weather forecasting things, because by these things, by using this technology, weather forecasting, we can predetermine when the rains are coming, and we can sow the crops, and we can store the water. So I have some policies like Rajasthan State Water Policy 2010. They have this policy is for development and manage water and store water efficiently. State Sewage and Wastewater Policy 2016. It is for sanitation, sustainable sanitation services, treatment of wastewater and reuse it. And Gujarat State Water Policy 2015. Prevent over exploitation. Atal Bhujal Yojana or Atal Jal 2019, a groundwater management program. Kalpsa project, it is where they are planning for a freshwater reservoir in the Gulf of Kambat. Thank you.